So this is the common Kanban board view which allows the user to add tasks for the project. So if you're adding an individual task, so once you click on add task, the form which we created will appear and it enables the user to add the details whatever needed. So let me add, so today's date and the task title is sample for SEO, and I'm just adding it for the same task description, and this field type like text area allows the user to add multiple details, and everything can be customized in the application. And if it is needed, you can also add attachments. So I'm just going to add an attachment, and I'll show you another option over here which helps you to understand how the attachments works. And we have an option called as YoroDrive, how it captures all the files which you attach towards the task. That's it. So once the task is saved, you can open the task and you can see multiple options in the task level. So this is how you're going to add individual tasks to the board or to the project which you're going to create it. And it has a start date. So let me put a start date, and due date for the specific task is 31st of August. And this also allows the user to enter the estimated hours. Like for example, in order to complete this task, if it needs 70 hours to complete, 70 man hours to complete in this specific task, so you can give 70 hours and you can apply it. So this enables the user, whomsoever this task has been assigned, the user can come in and he can log his work hours. Like for example, if he worked for 2 hours in this specific task on a specific date, he can come in and he can give his time spent, and he can say that worked on SEO task. Likewise, he can come in and log his work hour, where the work hour will be reduced from the estimated hours, so the remaining hours will be calculated over here. And if the user needs a complete time track of the specific task which he works, he can come in and he can start the timer, and whenever he completes the task, or if he wants to pause the task and if he wants to come again and to work on the task, he can come in and enable the timer once again. So this will also be captured over here in the workflow when the user comes in and start the timer as well. And in the task level, you can associate with multiple labels over here. You can add multiple labels. Let me create it. SEO. So likewise, you can create multiple labels to the systems, and you can associate this task to the sprint which we created. So I'm just going to create a sprint. Created. Yes. So this task has been added to the respective sprint which we created, and also you can associate with multiple milestones which are created in the task level, and you can add this task to multiple dependencies. Like if you have multiple tasks running on the project board, you can add dependencies based on the below conditions, whether waiting on the below task or blocking the below task, or these tasks are related to each other. And it enables the user to add comments by mapping a specific user on the project. So this triggers a notification to the user stating that someone have mentioned on the comments. So the user will be coming in and he can take a look on the specific task and take action for the comments that has been added for him. And you can add multiple attachments over here, and the user can create multiple subtasks also. Subtasks are nothing but like it's an assisted task, a subtask for the main task which we create. So like for example, I'm just creating a subtask as checklist 1, and there's you can also add start date and a due date for the subtasks, and also it can be assigned to multiple people on the users. So what happens once you create a subtask and once the subtask is not yet completed? So if you're trying to move this task, like the main task, the parent task, to the completion stage, the system will give a notification stating that a subtask has been still not yet completed. So first you have to complete the subtask, and then the parent task has to be completed, like it has to be moved to the completion stage. So this gives a notification to a specific user, like based on the subtask is in progress or it's not yet started. And there are multiple status over here in the subtask, like whether you can have it on to do or still the subtask is in progress, you can keep it in progress, or if the subtask is completed, you can just move it to done. The same options will be available for the subtask, where the user can add attachments, comments, dependencies. They can log their works for the subtask assigned to them, and they can see the complete activity log for the subtask that has been assigned to them. And a reminder can also be set up. Either it might be an email reminder or a system notification reminder will be triggered to the user based on the subtasks which they create. So let me close the subtask. So once it's done, and now you can see the parent task can be moved to the done status. Yes, it automatically gets moved to the done status.